What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolina Coaster Liam, and today I'll be featuring the second installment of the 7-year predictions with Knott's Berry Farm 7-year predictions. And just to recap, we will look at the past 7 years to determine patterns that could help us predict the future. And this is what I think is the most likely future predictions, and not what I necessarily want for the park, but rather what is the most likely, if that makes any sense. So with that out of the way, let's get started. So in 2016, they are retracting Ghost Rider, which when I wrote it was pretty rough, but I still enjoyed it a lot. And last year in 2015, they added Voyage to the Iron Reef, which is the interactive dark ride, which I didn't get a chance to go on, unfortunately. And in 2014, they added a Camp Snoopy expansion, probably some new kid and family attractions. Nothing major. And in 2013, they added a boardwalk expansion with some new family rides, and they added a new coaster, which was Coast Rider, which was a Wild Mouse coaster, so nothing too big. In 2012, they had nothing major, just probably some park improvements. And in 2011, they added a Windseeker, which is their flat ride, which is now removed. And I believe now it's at Worlds of Fun, which is another Cedar Fair park. And in 2010, they added a Camp Snoopy light show, sort of like the Starlight Spectacular at Carowinds and Kings Island, but it's a lot bigger and better because this park focuses on Camp Snoopy a lot. Okay, so in 2017, I believe they're gonna expand their water park, Soak City, because they haven't got a Soak City expansion in a long time, and it's past overdue. In 2018, I believe that they will add some Ghost Town improvements, because they haven't. Ghost Town needs some improvements. Like, they could just improve it, maybe add 1 or 2 family rides, or some new stores, or the theming, because Ghost Town is pretty themed very well, and they have walk-in stores that like have the old-timey charm. So yeah, they can add some more of those. And so yeah, in 2019, this is a big year. I believe that they're going to add a airtime-filled wooden hyper coaster, and I believe that it will be 240 or 250 feet. It will be the tallest wooden roller coaster in the world, and it will be an out-of-back layout most likely, and it will be airtime packed. And also, it could feature an inversion like Son of Beast did. But it could, and it could be manufactured by Intamin if they're working with Intamin, or GCI, or even B&M, which they can model after their hypercoaster, in which they can start doing wooden coasters, and that'll be pretty cool to kind of like counteract the Intamin wooden coasters, because Intamin and B&M are really close competitors. And in 2020, I believe that they're going to add another Camp Snoopy expansion, because like I said before, they really focus on Camp Snoopy and the family and kid rides. And in 2021, I believe that they're going to either add some new thrill rides or floorless sit down. Now the thrill rides are way more likely, but the floorless coaster is also an option. But they just added a wooden hyper coaster, and this park is not nearly as big as Cedar Point, or Magic Mountain, so they do not add coasters that often, but it still is a possibility. It could be a smaller floorless coaster. So yeah, and the flat rides, which I think are going to be a possibility, is a Mondale Top Scam, which could go what Windseeker was, or an Intamin drop tower. I know they already have a drop tower, but some parks have 2 or even 3 drop towers. And it could be a draw for Knott's Berry Farm saying that they have 2 drop towers. And I believe it'll be an Intamin one, like the one at King's Dominion. So yeah, moving on. And in 2022, I believe that nothing major will come to the park. They might add a show or 2, or possibly remove 1 or 2 smaller rides, like Jaguar, Pony Express, maybe some kid rides, etc., family rides. And they could repaint some of the roller coasters like Accelerator, because when I went to Knott's Berry Farm, Accelerator was it was pretty in need of a repaint. And in 2023, I think the biggest year so far, they will add a Mack Rides launch coaster or Intamin Megalite. They could go either way, but I think it'll be pretty cool because it'll be the only one in the United States of its type. So, looking at the pictures, on the right hand, the 2 pictures on the right are the 2 types it could be. On the top, I have a Mack Rides launch coaster, and on the bottom, I have Intamin Megalite. And on the left, I have what they could feature. Now, for the Mack Rides launch coaster, it could feature a loop track on both sides of the track on the loop, like full throttle at Six Flags Magic Mountain. And also, they both could feature wing seating like Sky Rush at Hershey Park. And the bottom one is Maverick at Cedar Point. This is more for the Intamin Megalite more than the Mack Rides launch coaster, because the Mack Rides launch coaster is more than likely going to have an inversion or 2. But I think if they're going to add an Intamin Megalite, if Cedar Fair is working with Intamin, then I think it should have something like 4 or 5 inversions, something crazy like that. So it would definitely probably be the best ride in the park. That or the Intamin, that or the wooden hypercoaster would probably be two of the best rides. And it will really improve Knott's Berry Farm. I don't think it'll be better than Carowinds or King's Dominion, but it might even be better than Canada's Wonderland. It will really improve the park, and it will really improve Cedar Fair altogether. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.